Next, we have learning across the district. So, if you want to introduce this evening's, good evening.
Good evening. My name is Kelly Grotrian. I'm a teacher at the high school, co-chair of EBEA Pride, and I'd like to welcome our NHS Exec Board to come and share Relay for Life.
Excellent. Welcome.
Good evening. We are the Executive Board of National Honor Society of East Brunswick, and we are hoping to begin the first annual Relay for Life event sponsored by NHS. So Relay for Life, we have an event in East Brunswick every year, but we want to have one in the high school. It's a fundraising effort for the American Cancer Society, where team members walk around a track for 6 to 24 hours. Money is raised through food and games and events, which contribute to the total fundraising goal. Our goal is to raise as much money as possible and have as much fun as possible and raise a lot of awareness for the American Cancer Society. Cancer patients don't stop because they're tired, and for one night, neither do we. And that's the slogan of the American Cancer Society for Relay for Life.
All right.
We will be selling cards in the shapes of suns, moons, feet, as well as luminaria bags for students to decorate. This is a great way for students to honor and remember anybody who's been affected by cancer, as well as raise money for a worthy cause. On the day of Relay for Life, May 19th, students will be walking around the high school track field during their gym classes, and it will be structured similarly to the way that the EB Relay for Life runs it, as well as the Relay for Life in Hammersholt.
At the end of the day, the entire school population will have the opportunity to walk around the track together. This will raise awareness, of course. That's one important mission of Relay for Life. But beyond raising awareness, you also want to raise funds.
So at our high school, we propose many fundraising events to try and contribute towards American Cancer Society. So our goal is not only to contribute towards this organization, but also to create a community that is dedicated and willing to raise awareness for cancer research and providing the money towards this research. So one of our proposals is to create interactive activities between the students and the faculty. So during our event, we wanted to have a fundraising idea, which was to have a dunk tank, in which we have the students choose which teachers and administration that they want to dunk, and then in doing so, they pay towards raffle tickets, where they will be able to possibly win to dunk the teacher, and also pay towards choosing which teacher they'd like. This way, we have the students involved, and then we also have a lot of fun with this in order to contribute towards American Cancer Society. And also another fundraising event that we have are button sales, which we created ourselves, and they're being sold for either $1 or $5, in which they get to wear a hat on Fridays. And this way we can raise awareness for the event, because then these students are able to wear the buttons around school. And then also we are generating money towards American Cancer Society.
In order to raise additional money, we will be allowing seniors and juniors to buy tickets to take over Dr. Manella's, Mr. Bazinko's, and a security officer's parking spot at the school. Seniors and juniors are able to buy the tickets during their lunch periods, and at the end of the week, one senior and 2 juniors will be selected to park in that spot for 1 week until the next students are announced.
And we're also really trying to get other clubs and other individuals in the school involved. We actually are trying to work with other honor societies to get them to work towards gift basket raffles and actually having bake sales to raise as much money as possible for the American Cancer Society, and so that we can have as much of a fun event as possible. And we really are trying for this event, trying to have one flagship event at the end of the school that every club in the entire school works towards, so that by the end of the year you genuinely care about how well it goes and everybody has a vested interest in its success. So we're really trying to, as a flagship event, trying to raise as much school spirit as we really can now.
Thank you so much for allowing us to present to you tonight. We're really looking forward to putting this into action and raising a lot of awareness and money for Relay for Life and the American Cancer Society. And we hope that in the coming years, this event will be bigger and better. Thank you.
Thank you.
I also have buttons.
Oh, excellent.
Yes, you'll get to wear hats. On
We have a question, if you have a minute, Mrs. Becker.
If someone like me or someone else wanted to donate, is there a mechanism do we write a check? Do we make it out to, who do we make it out to, stuff like that? Perhaps Dr. Vanella, you could let
You
us.
buy a lot of Dunk Tank tickets, which is what I'm planning to do.
Volunteers, Dr. Vanilla?
But-
for the kids.
But if one wanted to do one like in the memory of somebody we know who has gone through cancer, is there a mechanism that we could, write a check, a donation to the National Honor Society or the Relay? Maybe
Luminaires?
if you could let us know, that would be great. You kids are terrific.
very
Just absolutely mind-boggling terrific.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, next we have two resolutions of appreciation, which I think I'm going to take up front.
So maybe I can make the check out to National Honor.
Now, I understand we have our leadership of our East Brunswick Education Association here to accept these two resolutions, and I'm going to go ahead and ask the board for approval of them. So we will start with our resolution of appreciation for Administrative Professionals Day. May I have the following motion? Whereas administrative professionals are partners in the education of our students, and whereas administrative professionals play a major role in creating an environment that is conducive to learning in our schools, and whereas administrative professionals provide valuable services to our students, faculty, staff, parents, and other members of the community, and whereas administrative professionals are essential to the efficient, effective operation of the schools, and whereas administrative professionals facilitate important communication between the schools, parents, and other members of the community, and whereas administrative professionals help to maintain the excellent reputation of the district. Now therefore be it resolved that the East Brunswick Board of Education proclaims Wednesday, April 26, 2017 as Administrative Professionals Day in the district and expresses appreciation to our administrative professionals for their dedication and commitment to our students and our schools.
So moved.
Motion by Mrs. Becker, second by Mrs. Shaw. Is there any discussion?
Like the
You know why-
twinsies here.
You know why you're laughing? Because we were in here last week, okay, and nobody made any resolutions or seconded. Mary and I weren't here. Anyway,
How about some remarks?
all kidding aside, this is a huge district. Not only do we have a lot of staff, administrators, teachers, we have a lot of students. The only way to achieve any kind of success is to build bridges. And that's what our staff and administrators and faculty do every single day. They build a bridge between the classroom, the students, and themselves, which is the most important part. I know that perhaps the future of classrooms might be online, but I'm old-fashioned, and I don't think anything will ever take the place of a teacher standing up in front of a bunch of kids and inspiring them. And that's what our administrators, faculty, and staff do every single day. Thank you.
How about our administrative professionals? They do a good job, too.
A certain vice president once told me when I was a little greener, when you get into school, and I don't think we were in school yet, you don't need to know the principal, right? You need to know the building's secretary. That is absolutely the most truest statement. It still remains that, okay? They are the glue of the school, and they know exactly what's going on and where everybody is. So I think that says a lot about it. And tonight, we got to honor one of our best, who was one of our leaders of the East Brunswick Education Association. So pretty cool.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries, and we will move on to our second resolution, and then we'll ask Dr. Zambicki to come up. May I have a motion for our Faculty Staff Appreciation Week? Whereas all members of the faculty and staff contribute to the excellence of the school district, and whereas all members of the faculty and staff are partners in the education of our students, whereas all members of the faculty and staff play an essential role in creating a welcoming and secure learning atmosphere in which all students are able to achieve to the fullest extent, and whereas the dedication and commitment of all members of the faculty and staff are directly related to the outstanding accomplishments of our students, and whereas there is no greater legacy than the sound education our students receive. Now therefore be it resolved that the East Brunswick Board of Education proclaims May 1st through 5th, 2017 as Faculty Staff Appreciation Week, and commends all members of the faculty and support staff for the time and effort they devote to our students.
So moved.
Motion by Mrs. Becker, second by Mrs. Shaw. Any discussion? Well, these are some of the same things that we were just talking about. This is a night of honoring everybody who's been part of our district. We would be here
Right.
if it wasn't for
The work is happens in the
everybody.
classroom.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty much the magic.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Dr. Zambicki, I think you have some other folks with you
Yeah.
this evening, too.
And your team.
Yes, please, everybody come out. All right, well, I'm going to hand you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Just a picture? No. All right.
Thank you.
You want to make a remark? I want to say one more thing. I do want to make another remark. This evening, we honored, at least in my history, the third member of the EBEA leadership to our Wall of Honor. We're fortunate here, and I want to thank all of you, because I don't know that every district, whether it's New Jersey or otherwise, has the kind of professionalism. Now, we don't always agree, and everybody, I think I made that clear earlier, clearly not, but it's the professionalism and the way that we work through issues, and it just continues to get better. And that's why we find you folks on the Wall of Honor. I appreciate that. I know the board does too, and just thank you for it.
And thank you. We appreciate everything you do, and the superintendent and everybody in the schools.
Thanks.
So thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I appreciate the relationship too, and as I said in my remarks, EBEA is partnering with me and the state of the district, and you just don't find that often. So
No.
we're a district team, and I think people see that very clearly.
And we're excited to partner,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right.
Good.
Thanks, everybody. All right. Next is probably the most interesting agenda item of the evening, the public hearing on our fiscal year 2018 school district budget.